morning, ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel, another brand new video. And I feel like I'm in a really good mood today, maybe because it's Friday, I've got the weekend off, but I'm also just made up with this laptop. I've finally got it and it's finally working, and I don't know if it's because I've messed up with the settings on the camera or the screen, but it's looking very nice and clear. I don't know if that's coming through on this camera because it's a recording of a recording, but hopefully that's all coming through. Normally I tend to script little clips like this when I'm talking more to the camera, but today I just thought turn on and get filming, so I apologise if I ramble or just start speaking nonsense. And one thing that happened last couple of days is my Instagram account reached over 10,000 followers. I mean, it hit 10,000 on Wednesday, when Wednesday morning started at 9,000. Wednesday night it was 10,000, and this morning, just refresh, I'm at 11.4 thousand followers. This is going to focus, and just on 12 million accounts reached. Who knew I would get that many followers ever, or I've reached that many accounts just posting sort of funny gym memes. If you want to watch it, link will be down below as always. Now hopefully those couple of those hundreds, thousands, and just 10% of those will come over to YouTube. That'll help me out massively. But you know, still growing, still working on it, but I just feel like now with this laptop I can just be a lot more productive with my time. I've got these like open gym sessions, I can edit vlogs. Like right now I've just finished the previous vlog, it's all done there, so you need to go and find a little clip and add stuff for the intro. So yeah, I'm just feeling positive with editing social media. I feel like it's on the right path. I'm sort of finding my groove and stuff, so that's exciting. But right now I'm just gonna have this coffee, finish the video, and hope that it wakes up my brain a bit more, because it doesn't feel like it's working much right now, if ever. Also let me know in the comments below, this has just crept into my mind, what are your thoughts on sort of longer talking clips? Like this is like a 2-3 minute clip, whereas I've seen like Casey Neistat's vlogs, he's very short clips, and also like the wide, medium, close things I've been sort of researching, like a wide shot, medium shot and a close shot. Maybe that's just more for short form, but let me know what you think for sort of this longer form YouTube content. If you like the longer talking like this, even though it looks a bit boring, or the shorter, close, medium, wide, a bit more angles, let me know. Please and thank you. And speaking of being in good mood, I'm finding training's going pretty well recently. This is the first time I've actually gone, oh wow, at my running times, and like how the slower times have actually been, I mean the faster times have felt easier. Just taking my fleece off before getting into these working sets. And I know they're not the fastest times in the world, but for me they are quicker than what they have been. Like an easy pace used to be 6 minutes, now the last few runs it's been around 5 minutes 18, 5 minutes 20. So yeah, I feel like things have been pretty good, and I just feel like I'm in a good headspace right now with training and running. Famous last words, touch wood. So that being said, let's get into these box squats. Also, if you can't tell, that caffeine and CBD has kicked in, and my mind is going at 100 miles an hour faster and clearer. So I'm still rambling, but it's just a bit more time between brain and mouth. Now let's squat. One thing I really noticed on these squats is how much the belt makes a difference to how the weight feels in my back. Or it could just be at the end of the week and my body's fatigued, but I could just really feel the weight pressing down on my body, almost compressing my spine. Nevertheless, I managed to push through all 8 sets, but at the back of my mind I kind of think, oh no, I shouldn't really be going this heavy for what I want to get out of the box squats. But at the same time I was really feeling my glutes and hamstrings working, which is what you want from these. So maybe I'll stick with them for another week or two, and then I could change things up or dropping the weight. I was going to say I'm starting to think I've gone too heavy on those box squats, but I definitely know I've gone too heavy. It's the power of the ego inside of me. I should be using around 60-65%, and not the same weight that I did on Monday for the rep work. Similar to what I'm going to do now on bench, sticking to, I think it's 60-65%. But I feel like the power inside me, or the power voice inside me, is slowly getting quieter and quieter, and the more mature coaching voices starting to take over. Like soon I'm gonna, I think, drop either the weight or this session, like I said, I think just go to sort of pure conditioning work, pure high rocks specific work on this day. And obviously chucking some like bodybuilding work like I don't know. But anyway, I feel like I'm committing some sort of heenish act having these plates on, using the weightlifting Eleiko plates with the powerlifting bar and a powerlifting bench. But same as always, 8 sets of 3 as fast as we can on the bench. And then yeah, we'll move on to free for all Friday. Similar with the bench today, I wasn't too sure if it's a placebo or using a stiff powerlifting bar makes quite a difference, or it just could just be the fatigue, as some of these sets really felt more challenging than they should have been. I just kept getting a weird pain through the palm of my hand if I set up differently, so I need to keep an eye on that. I hope it doesn't change anything serious. And one thing I was doing between sets, is walking over to the board and chalking off the set. I don't really need to do this as the timekeeper keeps track of that. I just do it more to get the steps in, which is why you see me bench my phone in my pocket, which is one of my OCD traits, if I'm honest. And it also makes the rest go quicker, as these sets take about 10 seconds to perform. And just like squats, this was 8 sets of 3 reps. So this week's free-for-all Friday, where I just choose whatever I want to do for the accessory work, is inspired by latest vlog on Hunter McIntyre's channel. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the best, or probably the best high rocks athlete out there at the minute. And he was prepping for Murphs. He was doing TRX rows, push-ups and bodyweight squats. We'll say bodyweight squats. Wearing a weight vest, and in the process of getting out of the car, I realised my boot is damp and it absolutely stinks when I lifted this up. So this is a bit damp, hence why I've still got my thermal sort of thin jumper on. But rather than go for the volume that he does, I'm just going to go for 5 rounds every 2 minutes of 10 rows, 10 push-ups and 20 bodyweight squats. Being sensible for once in my life, rather than going for a 10 or 20 minute AMRAP that I was originally planned with. I've told myself it's a stupid idea, so going for the 5 rounds instead. Sometimes I find the simplest basic movements make for the best workouts. I actually really enjoy this workout. I might make it a weekly workout by mixing up the reps and sets. Again, I was kind of cheating these rows on my feet against the wall, but I've not done them for a while, so let me have that. Push-ups, again, these need a lot of work to build up that chest and arm endurance, but felt okay for the weight vest on, just doing the 10 reps. And doing the squats made me think back to the CrossFit days. I was really focusing on making sure I got my hips through the top, reaching full extension, making sure I don't get any no reps, as I know what the internet judges are like. And then just finish up the session with some glute work, going for some banded kickbacks, ab work, going for take sit-ups, and more importantly, arms, supersetting, alternating dumbbell curls with some skull crushers. Typical that, isn't it? Just as I go to record a clip, I get a delivery at the door. It's just the I got a free pair of wristbands, or like sweatbands for my son's at High Rocks niece. Anyway, done down. It's time for lunch. Just got to make an omelette sandwich with some chorizo and some spicy cheese in there. And speaking of nutrition, I think I'm gonna diet down for High Rocks. Aim to get to around, I think, 85 kilos, maybe a bit light. I'm currently weighing 92, 93 of a morning. I've been enjoying the winter bulk, but it's obviously bulking is not very productive for running. If I want to get faster, I need to lose a bit of weight. Obviously I could train to get faster, heavier, but I think losing a bit of weight helped me feel better as well, because when I run I hate the jiggly love handles. So I think maybe 18 weeks out I'll start dieting, maybe longer. I've got a very long time. I was thinking 8 weeks before, which is like the 17th of August. 10 weeks before that is the 8th of June. Maybe diet for those 10 weeks and then start bringing the calories back up. Okay, it's not going to be a proper diet, it's just going to be a very slow, like very slight deficit. Maybe less than 200 calories from what I eat now. Eat back around 8% from running, and then see how that does, and then drop it from there again. And then once I'm at that weight, or a comfortable weight where things are still progressing, I'll bring them back up, so I'll maintain that weight and then compete, and then put all the weight back on again. I have like a little off-season, on-season kind of thing when I'm competing, which will be around end of the year. I'll also lose some timber before the summer. But I think that's the plan with the nutrition side of things. I'm not going for physique looks, but kind of a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to do it before it gets cold, and then I'll show you the wristbands, and I've ordered something else as well which will go with the laptop and obviously the PC as well. The Elite, or the Elites, got a yellow pair, sort of black / grey pair, and a white pair, white / blue. They're very nice. I've actually opened them to try them on. Again, I wore wristbands when I competed, but they got very hot and sweaty quickly, but they were definitely good for the first hour, especially before the row and the sled pulls, because my arms get very sweaty on my hands, and they're just very good for just wicking the sweat away on my headband. Or did I wear them for the whole race? I actually had them for the whole thing, it was just the headband that came off, but there they are. And obviously these are, I think, longer, so you can wear them with grips as well if you do CrossFit. Pull-up grips, so there they are. Again, bigger than the ones I've normally got, a lot thinner too, so they look quite nice actually, don't they? And lovely mix and match on those. But the main package today is in this box, which, if I can open it, something that's going to help both the PC up here and the laptop as well. And that is a new mouse and keyboard set, both wireless, and obviously a new carry case, which I think came with a little bag as well, or maybe just being the case, and that was separate. Just an Amazon recommended one. There we are, nice little base case, and you can see that. Got a little bit in front for accessory work, probably put the charger in there. Laptop, oh there we go. Is this going to brighten up when I put the light on? Little carry bag, I don't know what's going to go in there, maybe the mouse and some extra wires. But yeah, there's that, and now here is the keyboard. So let's unbox it and then plug it in and hope it works with the PC and gets rid of some of these wires. You also could do it giving the desk a little dusting, because it's very dusty. And here we are with the keyboard all set up. Just look at that, looks nice and smooth. No extra wires. It's still a bit cramped with the wires back there, but less so with this wireless keyboard. Now, it took me a second to actually find the USB for it. It was actually hidden on the back in that little compartment there, which took me a while to find, and then I thought it was just USB-C, but then I realised the USB was inside the laptop. Anyway, I'm going to be splitting this between using with the laptop and the PC desktop here, just because I just need the mouse mainly with the laptop, because I'm used to editing with that. It's much easier using that, whereas with the keyboard's already quite big, because it's a 16-inch laptop, so I've got enough space there. I like the mobility of the mouse better than the touch bar. It's easier to drag things across to shorten clips, so I'm pleased with that. Time to freshen up now and quickly run Odin round the block before heading back to work for the second shift of the day. Can you hear that? Just absolute silence, which is music to my ears. Does that make sense? Getting that music, being on all day, being here all day, kind of sometimes just gets me just that constant rhythm, that constant beat. But that is another day done. I'm actually still in a pretty good mood sometimes. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit grumpy in the evenings if it's been on a very long day, because I'm just tired from coaching all day and being on my feet and wandering around. But no, I'm still in a good mood. Feel like training's going well. I'm enjoying the process of training, getting better at running, editing, vlogging, getting more comfortable in front of the camera, speaking in public. I just find a rhythm and groove. I'm recently watching a video by Casey Neistat, probably years old, saying he'd still make videos if not watch them, because he makes them for him. And that's kind of, I felt that a few weeks ago for some reason, but now I'm getting back to that sort of same mindset. I'm making them for me, still exploring different filming, trying different techniques, different ways of doing the vlogs. For example, this week's been more sort of training montage with music rather than me doing voiceovers, whereas this will be, I think, a mix of just video and voiceover with like the commentary between. Let me know what you prefer. But speaking of that filming, I have thought about reaching out to local PTs and coaches and doing some sort of videography for them. I'm not entirely sure what, but I just feel like ever since I picked up a camera, it's felt like the right thing to do. If that makes sense, like I've had like this calling for just to pick up a camera and start filming things, get that creativity flowing. So I'm not sure what that would entail, but it's something that definitely an avenue I want to explore. look into that, or if you're local, let me know. I'll come and record some sessions for you, record some content, edit it for you if you are a coach or PT. I feel like I've almost fallen out with for my own coaching kind of content. I just prefer posting the funny reels and some life stuff, which I'm not sure. Yeah, not much going on this weekend for that. Don't know what I was going to say then, but I'm going to wrap this video up, head home for some dinner because I'm absolutely starving. I normally train later on if I'm doing a double day, but I trained earlier. Now I've eaten since about 1 o'clock, so about 7 hours, so I'm hungry, so I'm going to lock up, head home, eat, sleep, and then maybe run in the morning. So if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button if you're new, subscribe, turn notifications, all that jazz. I'll catch you all in the next one. I'll be back to the usual Monday morning or Monday, whenever, full body session and whatever else happens to happen. Whatever else, I don't know. See you next one. Bye.